In fact, rare disease is a name which is given by an agency. A rare disease is always a disease. So in the end of the day, it was the disease which interested me. And in the second end of the day, it was unfortunately the case that in my surroundings and in the people I know and I live with, there are cases of rare diseases. And I wanted to see whether there is any solution for this very private problem. And in the end of the day, I started off to see whether it's possible to make solutions for very many of them. So it's exactly also the second point. As I said before, it is a disease. So from the scientific point of view, there is no difference if you do something in a rare disease or not in a non-rare disease. The problem is, of course, in getting it financed, so it's a business problem. But if you succeed to get a business plan through all the investors' levels, it is, of course, possible to do also something for rare diseases. The problem is not if they are right or wrong. This is a business concept. Somebody decides to go the one way, somebody decides to go the other way. And a couple of companies which have huge market value, for example, Genzyme or Actelion, almost exclusively working on rare diseases. And from the business point of view, you need to go into an area where in principle there is no solutions, but you know that your product will make the difference. And by doing so, your product usually creates the market, if you want, and if you want to speak in these relatively business terms. But for the patients, it's of course an extreme push forward in terms of psychology and in terms of expectation. So there are absolutely clear business examples where rare diseases lead also to a big business success. So I don't see the point not going into rare disease. Now, orphan drug is also something which is regulated by agencies, which means if you are unhappy to be part of the population which is 1 in 1,500 in United States or 1 in 2,000 in the European community, you are per definition a patient with a rare disease. But in the end of the day, these guys don't care if they have a rare disease, they have a disease. So those people are not adequately addressed by regular pharmaceutical companies, let's put it in these words. And this is what it's considered to be as an orphan disease or an orphan patient. And it is a regulatory measure and nothing more. Just recently we had a very nice meeting at the Modena University where it came through that many parts of the entire community have been present. That means patients on one hand, physicians which treat the patient, and also representatives from industry and banks which are capable of either delivering the drug products or delivering some support to these concerted actions. And in the end of the day, it's extremely important to make the disease aware, to make money possible to make diagnosis, which in the end of the day will translate into new products which may cure this disease. So to summarize, the networking, the communication, to going out, to make it public is the key point in this operation.